What's going on today with y'all Cosmos? So I want to talk about my own personal experience. Getting backlash when talking about the women. You know, now I remember. This even goes back to before I was on YouTube or anywhere on social media. You know, before, yeah. But there was this porn star, right? She was like, I think her name was Miss London. I think that's her stage name. And I forgot the exact quote that she had said, but she made a post on Twitter. Back when it was X. Back when it was Twitter. Now it's X. But saying something along the lines like, why should your man why should your man care about if you did sexual content? Like, pretty much you should be accepting that person and deal with it. I said, I don't know about y'all, but I'm not I'm not putting a ring. I'm not getting in bed with a woman for that matter and getting her pregnant with my babies and knowing that she had sex, or made a profit with multiple people. So yeah, I don't know about y'all, regardless if y'all want to go into that, but yeah, so I was like no, who would want and should lower themselves to pursue someone of that nature? And of course, she blocked me, and but remember, y'all, we're the villain and they're the victim for pointing out the obvious. Like, come on. Like, you brought it up, and so how and you're gonna you brought it up, and how are you gonna bark at me? The logic, I tell you. But I just wanted to share, y'all. I just wanted to share that with y'all before we go into this, because just Skye Blue is a despicable piece of trash person that I wouldn't even want so much that I wouldn't even want the trash that I throw out to be near her. And I probably damn, what she do to warrant a response like this? You reaching kind of, but I'm about to tell you right now. I'm about to show you right now. Of course, y'all see it. I see everything. Because you're not using your brain correctly. You have go back, visualize what she said, and think about that shit for a second. You're especially being if y'all a man here. You a man. Of course, you need to pay attention because you know how women are gonna take. Of course, not all women, but I know how women like that. How we all know how women like to take what and take what in particular now, take what she says and be like, what did she say wrong? Because they're demented succubuses underneath. And it's like, I'm of course, like I said, I'm not saying all women in general, but the ones that I'm talking about. And this ain't that red pill shit or nonsense that I'm speaking about. This is what happens. This is reality. But let me get back on topic. No, I know. I didn't see him. I know the freakazoids are gonna. Well, I didn't see him on TikTok, but still, I know they're probably gonna come out. Even though I'm a small channel, but I'm still they can come out of any woodwork if you poke them enough. But I got everything. I'm gonna have everything lined up in the description, of course. When it comes to situations like this. So of course, going forward, I want to go back to that too. I forgot about that, but all right. So of course, you want to go out and look for yourself. It's right there. Well, okay, let's get to the article. It's AW has seen a few stars go viral since the company opened their doors. Skye Blue knows all about engagement, and she has nature to thank for that. Quite literally. Skye Blue's name trended in a big way as the Daily Loud shared a video of her backside during a match. This got her a ton of followers, and many fans tuned in to AEW to catch a glimpse of her. And I was actually there for that video as well, too, earlier this year. Wow, and it got a fuck ton of engagement, or just attention. While speaking with Alicia Atout, Skye Blue was quite open about her going viral for her backside. That cheeky video got a ton of engagement, and even though she hated that attention when she was younger, she can clearly benefit from it now. Of course, because that's what women do nowadays. I've gotten to the point when I was younger, I hated it. I was like, "Can you say I'm underage?" Like she was like, I've gotten to the point now where when I was younger, I hated it. I was like, "Can I say I'm underage and get you in trouble?" And then people found out how old I was. But at this point now, I'm just like, when the Daily Loud thing went up, I had no idea. Kyle Fletcher was the one that found it. He's like, "You have 12 million views." It's like, what do you mean? I didn't do anything. So then this smart ass shared it with my Patreon group, and then it really blew up. And then I was like, oh, okay, I'm gonna keep doing it. And I said, there, I'll stop right there, of course, too, because the rage in my bloodstream is already coming through. But yeah, like I said, doing my own research, of course. Specifically, of course, like I said, I've already told y'all before, the ones that been here too. I do my own research. Getting that proof to have proper context. So I went to the entire interview, and I was like, okay, all right, like maybe she's alluding to the whole premise when she was younger, and people bring up mere mention of her ass. And I was like, oh, but no, that's like, because that's another thing. But I was like, nah, like, yeah, no, y'all. She's talking about the fucking video that went viral, and she she really, the pictures of her and her ass, and it's like, I was like, she really had the balls, the fucking audacity to basically say that, well, yeah, I'm not a minor, and you're going to jail now, and I get to get away with this, and like, listen to what I'm saying. Like, y'all can look at this. Y'all can go and watch it. It's right there. Like I said, it's in my description too. Y'all can go look up this too. Pretty sure if you heard about Alicia Atout too, yeah, but y'all can go look at the interview when she says this shit. She's like, she was gonna blatantly lie and get someone in trouble who talked about her ass, and straight up said that it came out of her mouth and said that she's gonna keep doing this because it gets her attention. And I don't even want to even picture what her Patreon is like, because that's how women are nowadays within the wrestling business. They like to act and go out here and act like, put on a mask, like especially the rookies, of course. Especially the rookies at the bottom of the roster. Like, this is what got me wanting to punch a mirror. Like, women you can say women in general, but we're purely talking about wrestling, of course. Now that's what we do here. But let's say, like, stop pretend, like, they need to, like, these bitches, they need to stop pretending like you don't want to engage in the sexual appeal aspect of professional wrestling. Like, you're not John Cena. We can see you. We can see the bullshit. Like, you can you can sit here all day and go out here all day and put on a mask and all you want and go out like, you want to be Alita, Trish Stratus. At a certain point, you want Beth Phoenix, AJ Lee, Sasha Banks and Bayley, Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch. You could, like, but no, like, we know you don't. Like, no, I can smell through the lies. We can see the bullshit in your teeth, in your face. What you actually, I said, you would say you want to be what the four horsewomen are, and such females like that. But what you actually want to be is a Tori Wilson. Much as the shit that they all talk about, the women today, especially in wrestling, like, no, but you actually want to be, in reality, you're a Tori Wilson. You're a Stacy Keibler, Candice Michelle, what Sonny and Sable did. You want to be a diva. So let's cut the games. Because I mean now in the social media era, it wasn't like this. It wasn't like this ages ago. Back then, to where it was a lot of limitations when it came to making their own money. '60s and '70s and '80s were companies like to where you had such as like sexual content that were just like they were just getting off, or companies like Playboy and sports model agencies, because because you did it on behalf of the company and they split it with you. And nowadays they can just create their own profitability and be their own businesswomen and create a business. Pretty much like what you see where a Bad Baby did, whether it's on OnlyFans or FanTime, your own website, the own website too. They could take the advantage of themselves and practically be their own leader, like a Mandy Rose, for example. And I just laugh at the fact that these women want to go out and look at me. I'm a superwoman. I can do what a man does, but better. I'm independent. I can do this too. But through the smoke and mirrors, we completely see it's make believe. Like we see through all the bullshit. It's no different to where you see these companies nowadays fake as fuck. We're for the people. We're down with the cause. We're you're clearly doing this to get brownie points, building a better image for your brand so people can feel comfortable giving you money. I had no idea that she said this too, but yeah, it's good that she pointed it out. Stephanie McMahon, yeah, she turned out to be right. Or people here had no idea she said it, but yeah, Stephanie McMahon had it right. Basically, philanthropy is the future of business. For for those who don't know what that is, that's basically like profiting off the back of others, or just using a group and said group, and so they can profit off that. You don't like pretty much what someone like a Disney is doing right now. You don't and this is what the women do in the wrestling business today. You don't care about the wrestling aspect and promoting it on your Patreon. Good and damn well. Yeah, they know good and damn well they have beauty. It's true. They're beautiful. They have valuable assets. Talking about Sky Blue's ass. Yeah, I mean, you wanted to display it on your Patreon or your OnlyFans or whatever. However that may be, or how you make your money, because that's what you actually want to show off. It's going to be you want to have the wrestling do it for you, and you're gonna fucking lie through your breath and say it's like, oh, what do you mean? What do you mean? It's just the wrestling. It's exactly like the gamer girls that stream on Twitch or YouTube or whatever. Whatever that you're streaming on, and like come on, I see these bitches all the time. No, they're and they're so they're pretending like they're so. Oh, why are you is this real? It's why they're coming to see. Why people, the men presumably they're there. They're coming to see your breasts, your ass, your body, and you're. And they're outward doing it. They're outwardly doing it. You're straight up displaying it. You're showing it everywhere in the face. You like to act like it's the video games or whatever you're doing, but in reality, you're showing your body. And that's what people are there for, is the body, or the tits or ass or whatever. And trust me, I'll myself too. I'll take a few peeks, laugh, and get my own entertainment out of it. But then I go on about my day, because that's what I do. I don't pay these bitches money, but I will watch to amuse myself. But you know why you're doing it, Sky Blue. You know why you have a Patreon account. But that's the thing, that's the thing that's causing me to curse out the fucking wazoo. Is why you're doing this and your true intentions behind it. You like to pretend to be blind. I'm doing this for myself. What do you want me to say? I'm doing it to purely explore my sexuality. And, talking about definitely talking about the IWC wrestling fans specifically. I mean, yeah, they're coming to see you wrestle like you're a fucking joke in the ring. But I mean, you got the ass, so it's worth it. It's the reason, like I mean, they still get their enjoyment out of it. But I want to go back to that statement. Let's ride. Let's go straight back to that statement. The kind of statement, the kind of attention seeking, it's all about me girl statement that reflects to, I don't give a single fuck about if if I put your life in danger, as long as everyone is around me and the cameras are over here. To when, she outright fucking said, she outright fucking said this, y'all. Can I lie about being underage? Keep in mind to her also saying that, of course she's gonna continue doing this when it comes to obviously the sexual content. Like you are willing to use, you're like now you're willing to use your pics, your videos, because they were blowing up. Like you were willing to use that and put it against the man and whoever. You were gonna use that to put it against the man and say that you were underage and get them in trouble. Do y'all see what the fuck we're dealing with here? Like, how fucking deranged and evil do you have to be? Like, that is horrific, despicable, disgusting behavior. Like, what the fuck is that? And the disturbing shit about this is the fact that I'm one of the very few that's talking about this outside of the channel. Outside of the channel that the interview's on. I mean, I'm one of the only channels in the wrestling sphere, such as when you talk about like Millennial or TWRPs, people like it's not the very few. It's like when it comes to the bigger channels that that's discussing something like this. I'll be one of the only ones to point out that people like this exist in the wrestling business. They exist, period. And the fact that she has this, just the fucking delusional, like schizo bipolar mentality that in regards to it, like I mean, I don't want you to see my ass pics, but I'm gonna keep doing it because, well, I mean, it is viral, and I guess I do need the money, and like, what the fuck? Who the fuck are you? Like this shit makes me so sickening to have to see shit like this. Like, this is the society we're living in. I don't, like I said, when it comes to that, pretty much, like I said, for the ones who also near know this also, I don't fully agree because that it is true. I don't fully agree, and being that what my connection is, I said I like being that I like women's wrestling, but I mean it's reality, it's true. I mean, you can't deny and say it is. It's been true for the longest time. Yeah, I don't want to say it, but it's real. I'm being real. Like, nobody gives a fuck about women's wrestling unless it has to do with the sexual appeal. No man is going out of their way to watch this shit. The only ones that do really give a fuck about it are the kids that absolutely have no idea what's going on in front of them. And then you have little girls who admire it, which is few and far in between, by the way. Very little. The only people who care about women's wrestling, like everybody who has basic common fucking sense, knows to when it comes to the woman aspect of professional wrestling, you only care about their bodies. Because in all reality, or having to do with anything involving sports, because in all reality, they're not doing anything out of it that the men can do, and at a slower rate, and at a much higher rate of botching something. So the professionalism is out the door already, when it comes to knowing your fucking craft and doing it to perfection. And the other element to if people actually give a fuck is that's also pushed way out the fucking door. Like, we're gonna actually come out our mouths, let that roll out, and say something like, I mean, well, the WNBA should be paid the same amount as the men because, I mean, because they exist. I mean, because they're women. Like, are you serious right now? When they haven't for years, they haven't shown any results to deserve that shit. And y'all can sip all y'all want to too. Oh well, the women deserve. The women wrestlers go out there and prove that they do what they need to. You can't. Like, no, they don't. It's all based off of name value. AEW or WWE. And what is that name value derived from? Every man on social media. I love you. Will you give me a chance if I watch your matches? You're the greatest woman alive. Oh my gosh, nobody can say. Where's my lotion? Maybe if I think about her, she'll be here with me. That's all what it is when it comes down to it. Like we both, we're gonna sit here and kid ourselves and be like, oh yeah, these women, they can act. They can do what a Shawn Michaels or a Bret Hart can do, and even better. Like, yeah. And also, I want to say also again, straight up, fuck Skye Blue for saying that shit. Like, for straight up, for real, and just being an awful piece of shit. POS, and get no backlash for saying that, of course, because she was straight up saying that she was straight up lie about her age to get them in trouble based off what she was gonna do anyway. Like, it's unreal. But if y'all want to add to this, of course, that's what the comment section is there for. And I mean, I'll let y'all in on a little secret. Not really. I mean, yeah, her ass ain't that really big. Of course, I see this. It's, of course, the OGs too. Because of course we see how, or anybody too, or when particular females, they do the angles and shit, and or when they zoom in or they do a particular angle that might seem like their ass is big. I don't know. I think I remember meeting up with something like that, or talking to a girl and then seeing her or something like that. I thought her ass what it was to actually I thought it was then and the other, but when I actually got to her in person, oh shit, she lied. Like, your ass, and when you see the pictures too, especially being on on the AEW product, you can clearly see it zoomed in. Or you could probably find pics too, to where it's her ass ain't that big. So I don't, or even myself, like I said, she's cute. I mean, she got a little something, but I said, I'm not I don't know what y'all be doing, but it's not like you have to be going out of your way to God, it's but it's whatever. I'm gonna see y'all later. Stay blessed.